Frankenstein was really Mary Shelley's way of telling her husband to fuck off. She's a very young woman. She marries Percy when she's around 18. Um, and she is, married to this guy. He's brilliant. Percy Shelley is this really famous philosopher. He's this really famous poet. So she's around all these brilliant, very successful men. And when she meets Percy, he's actually married to another woman named Harriet. Harriet is pregnant, and he leaves Harry altogether and runs away with Mary. And Mary becomes his little prodigy, his little project. He's monitoring her writing and her growth, and he's very much using her as a project and a part of his repertoire of, shining objects. As this is going on, as he's molding her, Mary actually gets pregnant. She loses the baby 2 weeks after it's born. She's like, at this time, she's having these really weird dreams, and she writes in her journal one night that she dreamt that my little baby came to life again, that had only been cold, and that we rubbed it before the fire and it lived. And as this is happening, she's with Percy, and he's like challenging her to write and telling her she's not living up to her full potential. And that's what really motivates her to say, oh, you want me to write something? I have a story. And then she writes Frankenstein. And Percy is the creator. He creates life, but he doesn't parent it. This mirrors how Mary felt. Percy loved the idea of her, daughter of famous philosophers, but often abandoned her emotionally, especially when things got messy or tragic. She realized how he can neglect her emotionally and not be there to support her in such a tough time. As Percy Shelley, the poet, the philosopher, my husband, changes, and it becomes this contempt for this man who lacks empathy and compassion and is only concerned with his professional image. So that parallels Mary in a lot of ways, where Mary wasn't this difficult woman or depressive by nature, but she was made that way because she had been so neglected emotionally, especially after losing a child. And I think that's so telling for what is going on with Mary when she's trying to create life, and she feels like it's because he lacks this emotion, he lacks this passion, he lacks this support, that she can't sustain love in her life, and he's draining her of it. And that's what brought us the popular work Frankenstein.